Imagine being a great athlete out of high school and you were recruited to play Division I college sports. However, you come from a low-income family with not very much money, and it's very hard for you and your family to provide for each other because of the amount of income your family is bringing in. In 2021, the Division I Board of Directors approved of collegiate athletes finally be able to receive money for their NIL, which is otherwise known as their name, image, and likeness. This has been one of the most controversial topics of the world, or the sport world, for years to come, and I'm here to explain why the NIL approving was the right choice for athletes and how it's such a great thing that has happened in Division I college athletics. For one, like I said in my intro, this is such a great thing for young athletes because so many college athletes come from poor and families in poverty where this new rule allows them to help and support their families. About 25% of college athletes are reported to be in food poverty, and 14% are reported to be in homeless coming out of high school. So let's put ourselves in perspective here. I have friends, that have 5+ siblings that live in 1, 2-bedroom apartments, and who knows wherever they live, places that are not, very suitable living space. This deal, going through allows all these athletes that come out of high school to be able to give back to their family. So them being in food poverty and being homeless is such a horrible thing, and if they receive money for the NIL, then these things are things that can be resolved. In addition to that, college athletes are literally sacrificing their body and their future if they're good enough to keep playing past the collegiate level. So what sense does that make for college athletes literally risking their health and their lives on the line for them to make any money just for those circumstances is crazy to me. According to The Guardian, an online news website, there are more than 210,000 injuries that happen a year, with that being close to a total of 500,000 collegiate athletes. Now, it doesn't say what types of injuries occurred, however, but imagine the amount that were probably life-threatening or career-ending injuries. Some include, torn ACLs, brain injuries, for example. If I'm putting my body, my life on the line, I hope I can get some sort of benefit out of it, which in this case includes money. So like I stated in my introduction, this is a very controversial topic when it comes to sports, and there are so many people out there that believe college athletes should not be paid money. They believe that this is a stupid idea and that they should wait to be paid for when they make it to their professional league in their respected sport. For example, one big reason why people do not want college athletes to be paid is because they will eliminate the line between professional sports and collegiate sports. Yes, that is true, but what I have to say against that is that these kids are 18, 19, 20 years old, they're starting to become young, mature adults, so we might as well start treating them like mature adults. What I also have to say to that is, yes, these students are going to school to get an education, however, playing a Division I college sport is very comparable to having a full-time job. I have many friends that play sports in college, and we also have some in the class that will tell you how hard it is every day for 365 days, to day in and day out, and how long and all the hard work that they put in, just be able to accomplish, playing a Division I college sport. Another big example of why so many believe should not be paid is that it would remove the competitive nature and the passion behind, playing a Division I college sport. I think that's completely false, because if kids are going to want to be paid, they're going to want to be able to work even harder and have more passion, We see kids having these great performances and these great, accomplishments, that's only bringing more deals and more companies, bringing more attention to their name, which only benefits them and their families and their communities back home. So, in conclusion, I hope you see why collegiate athletes deserve to be paid and should be paid for playing sport. These athletes put in so much time and effort into their respective sport that I feel like they should 100% be able to receive money off their name, image, and likeness. And here I just have my, just a little presentation of just examples of collegiate deals. This is Oscar Sheboy. He plays basketball at the University of Kentucky. He sells merchandise, with his own image right here with a picture of him on it, This money, I'm sure, obviously goes back to the company in which he's going, but it also, is able to go back to him and helps him support, his family and his community, where he's from. This is C.J. Stroud, the quarterback of Ohio State. He has a car dealership, or an NIL with a car dealership, that's able to help for him, He came from a lower income family, and now, he's making so much money that's able to help him in the future. This is Raylan Tanner. She played soccer at UCLA, and she just signed a NIL deal with Nike, which helps her, her family and her community back home. And this is Bryce Young, quarterback of Alabama. He signed an NIL deal with Logan's Steakhouse, which is one of my favorites. And this is just a test, to show these kids are coming from lower income families and communities where they're being blessed just to show off their talents and abilities. I feel like really shows why they should receive benefits just like this. And that's all.